speaking of hurricanes, I was just looking at that and I was remembering, Lauren, that wasn't it Nora that brought moisture up our direction because it had gone up the Gulf of California?
Correct.
So if there's Larry out in the Atlantic, I'm realizing there's two different naming systems for hurricanes, right?
Yeah, the Atlantic Basin, the Pacific.
Makes sense. I never thought about that before.
It's just an easier way for meteorologists and everybody to know exactly what storm you're talking about in which part of the world.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Even in the southern hemisphere, you know, everything's
See,
different.
I like this stuff because you teach us something
Yep,
new every day.
I know.
I didn't realize. I mean, it makes sense, but I didn't realize there was 11%.
It's just so we all can keep track of everything. Wherever it's at in the world, we know. We just know. Well, in Lake Havasu, good evening to you. We're quiet, mostly clear sky, 95 degrees, still pretty toasty out there. And in Queen Creek, good evening to you. What a lovely sunset that was taken earlier tonight from Lanoy Dunbar. Thank you so much. And if you haven't yet, make sure you join our Arizona's Weather Authority Facebook group. Answer the membership questions if you want to be able to share your pictures and video. Maricopa County, we do remain in that air quality warning through the rest of the weekend. So if you have respiratory issues, make sure you limit your outside activities. As was anticipated, what's left of the showers and storms, they washed themselves out across southeast Arizona, and just a few clouds will linger into tomorrow morning, and that's gonna about do it. Pretty smooth sailing in these parts. Now tomorrow morning, some clouds across the southern half of the state should remain dry. 1 to 2 o'clock, that's when that next batch of isolated high country storms will pop, and I'm talking far eastern part of Arizona. The closer you are to the state line, we'll include you in the White Mountains area. I wouldn't entirely rule out more of those evening showers and storms. And by 7, 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, that's when whatever's left over will be in Tucson, south towards Sierra Vista. So we'll call that Pima, Cochise, and Santa Cruz counties with some isolated storms. We have relatively drier air aloft in the mid to upper levels of the atmosphere. You can pick that out, that ridging of high pressure in the water vapor imagery as that big blue H. That's controlling our weather from here on out, not just tomorrow, not just into Monday, but over the next several days. That's responsible for shutting down the widespread rain and storm chances, and those temperatures are starting to sneak back up on us. Now here's how we did statewide for highs earlier today. Lower 90s from Winslow, Sedona. A lot of those higher country high temperatures in the 80s, 90s. We did more of those triple-digit highs across south central Arizona. Into the valley tonight, mostly clear, pretty quiet, the low of around 81. If you have brunch plans tomorrow, maybe doing some grilling out there, it's going to be mostly sunny and yes, on the hot side, 97 by noon. Temperatures at 103 by 2 p.m. Soaking up that sunshine with nearly carbon copy forecast. Highs pushing 105 in the valley, and that mercury is remaining fairly consistent from here on out, 104 to 105 range. It looks like that next surge of monsoonal moisture not returning until late week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If we're going to see any more decent rain and storm chances, we're going to have to hold off until the end of this upcoming work and school week. And if that does return, possibly that'll hold down our highs to the upper 90s some of those days.
Complete turnaround from the summer of 2020 on almost all fronts. This is great news. All right.